All right. ETFs.
Yeah.
We're going deep today.
Deep dive.
Exactly. Specifically for, well,
Beginners.
yeah, beginners. Like
Yeah.
you're thinking, okay, I want to start investing.
Right.
ETFs sound great, but
Where do I start?
yeah, where do you even begin?
Yeah.
So we found this video by Steve.
Oh, yeah.
Goal to Leap, his YouTube channel.
I've seen that one.
He's got, he had 3 ETF picks.
For beginners, specifically.
Yes. And what's interesting is,
He actually spends a lot of time talking about what not to do,
yeah,
as a beginner.
what to avoid.
Yeah.
Like all the shiny stuff.
The shiny objects, yeah.
Like penny stocks,
Uh-huh.
meme stocks,
IPOs.
so and crypto,
Yeah. All very, very risky.
especially as a beginner.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to get caught up.
You see those headlines, right? Like
All the
oh,
time. I
yeah.
lost everything.
Yeah. And it can be really tempting
Oh, especially,
to chase, like, the quick win.
right, I'm going to get rich quick.
Exactly. But Steve's whole thing is, like,
Slow and steady. Yeah. Build that foundation.
build that solid foundation first.
Okay, so where do we start?
Well, his first recommendation is an S&P 500 ETF.
Okay.
VOO specific. I think a lot of people have heard of this one.
Okay.
It's, diversification is really important when you're investing.
That's like lesson 1.
It is. And this
Yeah.
is a really easy way to get a lot of diversification very quickly.
How so?
Well, because it tracks 500 of the biggest U.S. companies.
Look, 100. So
You're not putting all your eggs in one basket, or even like 5 baskets.
Right.
You're spreading it out over 500 companies.
So what kind of companies? What are we talking about?
We're talking about like the big ones, like
Yeah.
Walmart,
I
Costco,
can see that.
Amazon,
Yeah.
just companies that are, kind of like embedded in the economy.
They're not going anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so that's like my base, my solid foundation.
That's your base. That's your core.
But what if I want to, get a little more risky?
A little more exciting.
Yeah, a little more exciting.
Well, Steve had one for that too.
Okay, what is it?
It's QQQ.
QQQ, okay.
It's a tech-heavy ETF.
Okay, I'm listening. I like tech.
Right. So, it's got companies like Microsoft, Apple, Amazon,
All the big ones.
all the big names, NVIDIA, Meta.
Wow.
So, tech has been a huge growth sector.
Over the past, decade.
Yeah, for a long time now.
Yeah.
But of course, it comes with risks.
There's always a risk.
Right. So you have to think about, what's my risk tolerance?
Yeah, what
Am I okay with?
comfortable with?
Like a roller coaster?
Okay.
Or do I want, a nice Ferris wheel?
So QQQ is like the roller coaster.
It can be? Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so that's my exciting play.
Right. Your potential high growth.
Right.
But what about if you want something,
It's a little more.
in a good way, yes.
It's like, it's boring, but I like getting paid.
Exactly. So this is where we get into dividends.
Dividends. All right, let's talk about that.
So SDY is a dividend-focused ETF.
Okay.
And it holds companies like Home Depot, Verizon, Cisco.
Okay, so what's so special about these companies besides, the dividends part?
Well, these are companies that are known for consistently paying dividends.
Consistently.
Yeah. So they're sharing their profits with their investors.
Okay, and I get a piece of that.
You do. If you own shares of SDY,
So wait, am I literally getting checks in the mail?
well, not necessarily checks, but, the money gets deposited into your account.
Okay.
But yeah, you're getting paid just for being an owner.
That's pretty cool.
It is. And it can be a nice way to generate some income.
Okay, so why this dividend ETF? There's a lot of them out there.
There are tons of them. You're right.
So why this one?
Well, dividends are a big part of it.
Right.
But you also want to look at the overall health of the companies in the ETF.
Oh.
Are they likely to continue paying dividends? Are they growing? Things like that.
It's not just about that one payment.
Exactly. It's about the long term.
So I'm looking at, the fundamentals of the companies in the ETF.
Right. Exactly.
All right, so to recap,
Yes.
VO, that's
Yeah.
my broad market, stability,
Uh-huh.
QQQ, my tech play, my
It's
exciting...
potential high growth.
Yes.
Yes.
And then SDY,
Your dividend play.
where I get paid.
You get paid.
It's like my little ETF starter pack.
It is. It's a good way to think about it.
Okay, so this is all based on, Steve's recommendations.
Of course. It's just one perspective.
One person's.
You should always do your own research.
Yes. Don't just take our word for it.
And talk to a financial advisor.
If you need to.
If you need to, yeah.
But what's interesting is, at the end of this video, he said he's going to do another video
Oh, really?
on individual stock picks.
Interesting.
So it makes me think,
Wow.
once you've kind of got a handle on ETFs,
Uh-huh.
do you go into individual stocks?
That's a good question.
Or do you stick with these, bundles?
Right, the diversified.
The diversified, yeah.
It's really up to you, you know?
What do you think?
I think it depends on your risk tolerance.
Right.
Some people love researching individual companies.
They like that challenge.
Yeah, and they might be comfortable with that risk.
But other people,
Might be, perfectly happy with ETFs.
just let it sit, let it grow.
Yeah, set it and forget it.
All right, so much to think about.
Hmm.
That's why we do these deep dives.
Exactly, to get you thinking.
Oh, remember, investing is a journey, not a
Sprint.
get-rich-quick scheme.
Right.
And you've taken a great first step by diving into the world of ETFs today.
Absolutely.
We'll see you in the next deep dive.
See ya.